There are two types of people in this world, those who appreciate Duchamp's fountain and those who don't. I am firmly in the former category. If you also like subverting the art elite, then my channel is for you. Go ahead and subscribe. And cue fart noise. I've collected a lot of things during my life. Sports cards, of course, even though I wasn't into sports, but that's amateur. How about fishing tackle? Yeah, that was around the age of 9 or 10. I collected fishing tackle, and not only that, my friends and I traded fishing tackle. I didn't fish. And when I outgrew sports cards, I stuffed anything I could into those 9-pocket card sheets. Restaurant single-use condiments, tea bags, condoms, which I still have nestled in a 3-ring binder in my basement. Over the years, they've kind of developed a weird film, so trust those expiration dates. There's something magical about an accumulation of things that by themselves are just trash. But when gathered, there's an implied story there. What kind of person would collect matchbook covers, collect cigar rings, collect Kool-Aid packets, collect cigarette packets? This kind of guy. And further, when framed and presented, those collections take on an entirely different meaning. You, as the audience, are forced to piece together the disparate intent, the juxtaposition of a frame, something meant to highlight importance, with trash, something specifically designed to not be important. That interests me endlessly. The viewer is either forced to impart meaning or look past the meaning and focus on aesthetics, both of which are very and equally important. Even in the digital space where players spend hundreds of hours filling digital bathtubs with organized game asset junk, even that is very interesting to me. Those people are my heroes. So with this love of collected and presented garbage, it may seem strange then that I do collect one thing that's not weird: coins. But specifically video game themed coins. Of course, I still have to focus on a weird niche in an otherwise common collection category. And today, I want to show off my video game coin collection, which is kept in this box. Of course I was going to use that sound effect. If I didn't, you would all be very disappointed, admit it. So first I want to start with a category of coin that I will call just the arcade token. I have a lot of these. Most of them are not very impressive. Most of them are too dirty to even really make out where they're from, but they're all from either mom and pop arcades, some of them bowling alleys, some of them national chains, but I want to highlight 3 that I think are pretty cool, one of which I have a personal attachment to. Here's a Namco arcade token, which I like because it has a picture of Pac-Man on it. Pac-Man with legs and arms and a thumbs up and some very, very giant eyebrows. But I like this just because it does highlight what a lot of people consider to be the very first official marketable video game character. And it reminds people that Namco arcades were once a thing. It's not just a fun package of old retro games that you can buy on current gen consoles. So very, very cool token there. The second one, this is the one that's a little bit holds a special spot in my heart, is this token right here, which on the front you can see very unassuming. It's just kind of a little robot character. On the back it says T3. This is from a local barcade called T3. It stands for Tall Boys Tokens and Tacos, I believe. And it's just a really fun place to play, fun place to hang out. I did swipe one of their tokens. I hope they're okay with that. But they're just everywhere. They're pretty much like giving them out. Come on, come on. And the last token here is from the National Video Game Museum in Frisco, Texas. I went there a couple years ago and I swiped this token from them. I hope they're not upset with that, but I did end up buying a t-shirt. So hopefully they're cool with me taking one of these arcade tokens. It was a shame that I would rather take home this token than actually use it to play one of the amazing games that they have in their arcade, because it is a very good arcade, but I did also play plenty of games. So now I'm going to dive right into this magical box here and pull out some coins and talk through them a little bit. So this first kind of group of coins that I'll look at here are just really sold as coins. There's nothing really special about them other than the fact that they are just coins that are sold as coins. There's no story behind them. And there's 3 of them. I'll highlight all 3 of them kind of at the same time. These are coins that were found in a Walmart in-store exclusive box from Culturefly, the company Culturefly. And they had these themed boxes that inside each box there was a variety of trinkets, and one of those trinkets in each of these boxes is a coin. So there was a coin here for the, this one was a, I believe, Super Nintendo themed box, and so you can see it's just a D-pad on that side. Here's a Zelda one with the Zelda insignia on there on the back. And then also there was a Super Mario themed box, and here's a question block. You can see each one of them on the reverse side has the name of the inspired IP, in this case Super Mario, and the number 1, which some people in the coin world are speculating that this means this is the first in a series of potential boxes, that maybe they'll have boxes seasonally and release more, but all of these say 1. There's also a Call of Duty World War II one, but I'm not really interested in Call of Duty, so I didn't get that one. I'm very reserved in my collecting. The second type of coin that I'll go through are coins that are given for pre-orders or special edition orders. So first I'll show the Super Mario Galaxy coin, which is probably the most disappointing coin out of all of these. Yeah, here it is right here. This was included in a pre-order set for Super Mario Galaxy from on the Wii. It's disappointing because it's extremely light. It's just sort of a very cheaply made coin. I think they spent all of their money on the enamel filling there on the star, but very cheaply made. Not really that into it, but there you go. The other two are very cool. So we have a Super Mario Odyssey coin, which came with the pre-order of Super Mario Odyssey. And then we also have the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild coin, which came with a special edition Breath of the Wild. I don't believe it was the pre-order edition. I think it was just the special edition had this included. So very cool there. Next, I will show 4 coins. They're all the exact same coin, but I just have 4 of them. These are coins that were given out at PAX 2013 at a Bethesda booth for Skyrim Online, I believe. And they're just Septum coins, which is one of the currencies in the online, in the Elder Scrolls. I said Skyrim earlier. Elder Scrolls Online game. So there's sort of irregularly shaped, look like they are handmade. They're not, but I mean, it gives the look of them being handmade, which fits right in with the lore. What I like about this, they were available at PAX 2013, and they were used as currency in the Bethesda booth, from what I understand, to buy things like drinks and stuff like that, which very cool idea. I like it a lot. So cool little coin there. Lastly, I have 2 coins that fall into the category of challenge coins. And challenge coins are something that I'm relatively unfamiliar with, except in the sense that I know that's what these are. But from what I understand, doing a little bit of research, challenge coins are primarily they're primarily a military thing. And they would be signs of belonging to specific groups of people. So almost like an ID card or a badge or some sort of thing like that. But they also have the secondary purpose of initiating rounds of drink purposes, as an example. That's one of the things that it could initiate. So if there was a group of people around, they all belong to the same group, one of them could pull out a challenge coin, and that would initiate everybody else to reach into their pockets for their challenge coin. And anyone who didn't have the coin on them at the time would be forced then to pay for a round of drinks, or forced to do whatever they decide. I don't know, but round of drinks I think is the most common. So it's kind of a cool idea. I also know that Metal Jesus of Metal Jesus Rocks channel also has his own challenge coin that he has brought out on occasion and talked about on occasion. So I like to see that idea kind of infused in other worlds besides just the military. These 2 particular coins were part of buying it. When you buy a game on a military base, they would include these coins sometimes just as a way for the publisher to give extra thanks to the military. It's just some sort of extra little token that they give them when you are able to buy games on military bases. So I have 2 of these. Both of them are Bethesda games, so perhaps this is just something Bethesda does very, very well. It would make sense. Bethesda's out of Maryland. Maryland is a hotbed of military places. I'm not in the military, so I don't know the best term for it, but I do know there's a lot of military activity in Maryland. So it would make sense that Bethesda would do this with their games. The first one is from Wolfenstein, and I believe this is from the New Order, I believe. And here on this side, you can see it's just the Wolfenstein insignia. And on the back, there's an eagle, and it says, "Thank you for your service." So again, these would be given to people who pre-order the game on military bases. The last coin I'm going to show off is my favorite out of all of them. This is another challenge coin, and this is from Fallout 4. On the front, you can see Fallout 4 with the great power armor headshot there. And on the back, you can see an eagle. And around the edge, it says, "One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all." I like this one not only because it's Fallout 4, and Fallout's one of my favorite series of all time, but also because it's extremely heavy. It has a nice weight to it. And also, it is it's rounded in a way. You're probably not going to be able to see this very well, but if you were to look at it from its profile, it has sort of an oval type shape, and there's a relief to it at the top here as well. So my favorite coin by far. I really enjoy it. Do you collect video game coins? Do you and if so, what kind of coins do you have? Do you have any coins that I don't have? Let me know your thoughts on this type of video. I don't do these collection show-off videos very often because I don't really collect things that many people would be interested in. So this is very new to me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share this video with any friends that you feel may appreciate it. Thank you so much.